Now, the whole world is fighting against coronavirus. Sadly, across the world, many have died. So many are at hospitals, and millions are at home quarantine worldwide. This is the real situation of the world due to COVID 19. But do you know these situations are fictionalized in certain movies? Yes, there are very few movies made in different languages based on the human fight against virus. Hello, this is Jubair. Welcome to my channel. Today I am going to describe you some of the movies made globally based on the virus outbreak. So let's have a quick look of the top 10 virus outbreak movies made in English and other languages. Number 10, 28 Days Later. This British movie released in 2002 is directed by Oscar-winning director Danny Boyle. The plot depicts the breakdown of society following the accidental release of a highly contagious virus. The virus, which is transmitted in a drop of blood and shattering within seconds. The virus locks those infected into a permanent stage of murderous rage. Within 28 days, the country is overwhelmed. The movie focuses upon the struggle of four survivors to cope with the destruction of the life they once knew while evading those infected by the virus. Number 9. Eram Arivu. Eram Arivu or Seventh Sense is a Tamil movie released in 2011. This science fiction movie directed by A.R. Murugadas portrays the human fight against virus. This Surya and Shruti Hassan starrer movie deals with the biological war of China against India known as Operation Red. Chinese representative Dong Li arrives in Chennai and starts this operation by injecting a virus into a street dog. It spreads all over Chennai within 24 hours. This disease was the one which occurred during the time of Bodhidharma in China. At present, Tamilians try to overcome the situation by finding a descendant of Bodhidharma who stopped the spread of a pandemic disease occurred in China years ago. Number 8. World War Z. This Hollywood movie directed by Mark Frost was released in 2013. This Brad Pitt starrer movie is about UN investigator Gary's journey to find a way to stop a zombie pandemic. A lethal virus spread through a single bite is turning healthy people into something vicious, unthinking and feral. As the pandemic threatens to consume humanity, Gary leads a worldwide search to find the source of the infection. Finally, he finds a way to halt its spread. Number 7. Virus, Day of Resurrection. Virus, Day of Resurrection is a Japanese post-apocalyptic science fiction film directed by Kinji Fukasaku. This movie, released in 1980, deals with the survival of a deadly virus called MM88. The virus, created accidentally by an American geneticist that amplifies the potency of any other virus or bacterium it comes into contact with. The American recovered the virus sample which was stolen from a lab in the US the year before. But the virus is accidentally released after the plane crashes, creating a pandemic initially known as the Italian flu. Number 6. 12 Monkeys for this movie. Number 5. Blindness. Blindness, released in 2008, is an adaptation of the 1995 novel of the same name by Portuguese author José Saramago. The novel was about a society suffering an epidemic of blindness. This virus outbreak movie, directed by Fernando Meirelles, looks at what happens when the world is hit by a pandemic that renders people blind. The story starts when a young Japanese professional suddenly goes blind in his car. His wife takes him to an ophthalmologist who can identify nothing wrong and refers him for further evaluation. The next day, the doctor goes blind and recognizes that it must be caused by a communicable disease. Around the city, more citizens are struck blind, causing widespread panic, and the government organizes a quarantine for the blind in a ruined refuge. This movie was the opening film at the Cannes Film Festival in 2008. Number 4. Outbreak. Outbreak is an American medical disaster film directed by Wolfgang Peterson and based on Richard Peterson's non-fiction book The Hot Zone. This 1995 movie focuses on an outbreak of a fictional Ebola-like virus. This dangerous airborne virus called Motoba threatens civilization. After an African monkey carrying a lethal virus is smuggled into the US, an outbreak occurs in a California town. CDC scientists race against time to stop it from spreading. Unfortunately, they also have to deal with a bloodthirsty army general who wants the virus for a bioweapon and is determined to prevent a cure. Once the army intervenes to handle the situation, though, the doctors must fight against the clock to save the town and its residents. Outbreak is the most watched movie on Netflix now. Number 3. The Flu. The Flu is a South Korean disaster film written and directed by Kim Sang-soo. This movie, released in 2013, is about an outbreak of a deadly strain of H5N1 that kills its victims within 36 hours. Throwing the district of Bundang in Sinoknam, which has a population of nearly 500,000 people, into chaos. The conflict starts when two brothers find illegal immigrants have died in a shipping container from an unknown illness. The brothers go to a clinic where the contagion is passed on to others who spread it throughout the city. Many scenes and dialogues in this movie are related to the current situation of the world due to the COVID-19. Number 2. Contagion. When you watch this movie now, you will feel that the movie is the reflection of current situation of the world due to coronavirus. Because many incidents, moments, visuals in this film can be easily connected to the obstacles that the world faces now. The movie, released in 2011, portrays the spread of a virus transmitted by vomites. This Matt Damon and Kate Winslet star movie is directed by Steven Soderbergh. The inciting incidents in this movie starts with the sudden death of Matt Damon's wife. Soon, more cases are reported as the virus begins to spread. Researchers mobilize to break the code of this unique biological pathogen as it continues to mutate. Death toll escalates and people struggle to protect themselves and their loved ones in a society breaking down, and sets off an epidemic of paranoia and fear as infectious as the virus itself. Number 1. Virus. This Indian movie, made in Malayalam language, is released in 2019. This movie came in number 1 position because it is based on the real-life incidents happened in Kerala in 2018. This movie, set in the backdrop of Nipah virus outbreak in South Indian state Kerala. This Ashik Abu directorial movie narrated like an investigative medical thriller. The story starts when a young man is infected and is brought to the government medical college at Kozhikode, where he suffers from the symptoms of an unknown virus and after a few hours dies. He passes on the virus to 18 other people, out of which 16, including him, die. The movie showcases how the government and health authorities of Kerala controlled the community spread of virus and recovered few people from death. This Malayalam movie portrayed the virus outbreak in a very intelligent and realistic way with proper proportion of drama and emotions. So guys, These are the top 10 virus outbreak movies made in English and other languages. If you watched any of these movies, please mention the name of the movie in the comment box. If you like this video, please click on the like button and share it with your friends. If you haven't subscribed my channel, please consider subscribing my channel right now. So guys, stay at home and be safe. Take care.